So, very good afternoon to all the my friends from the media. Very happy to be here in Hyderabad today. As my colleague Chiranjeev just shared with you, we are here to uh, launch four new models, four new SKUs, mainly for the truck and bus application. But before we get into the details of the products, I would like to share certain details with you. We as a company, our vision is to be a green and trusted mobility partner. When I say mobility, what it means is that we are talking about mobility of goods and mobility of people, both. And we are present across the range. Whether we talk about the tires which are used on the trucks and buses, the smaller commercial vehicles, passenger car range, even in the farm segment, two, three-wheelers, off the road, huge dumper trucks. One of the tires that we have is almost 12 feet tall. Even my 6 feet, some inches, is not good enough. So when I stood in front of the tire, I was just coming to half the way. So we have a complete range. But today, over here, we are to talk about the commercial vehicles. Why do we need to bring out new SKUs? So there's a change that is happening, which started, I think so, 6 to 7 years back, when the country saw two major changes in the commercial vehicle industry. One was when the GST got implemented. Second, when the axle load norms also underwent change. This happened somewhere in 2016, 2017. Now we are in 2024. So the commercial vehicle industry has gone through a lot of change. What are those changes? I would first like to share with you. And what role a company like ours, which produces tires, plays in that. So some of the things is that today the ownership patterns, how the commercial vehicle, the fleet operator, when he buys the vehicle, what happens? Earlier, he was the first user of the vehicle, would keep the vehicle with them for 4 to 5 years. The finance was taken for 4 to 5 years, and after that, the vehicle would change hands. He would sell it off to somebody else. So that was one. That was the era of BS3, BS4 emission norms. But in BS6 emission norms, the cost of the vehicle, the acquisition cost has gone up. And therefore, the first user keeps the vehicle with them for a much longer period. Now what it does, that it has given a very different importance to the total cost of operations or the TCO. In TCO, one of the major aspects, if you take the total TCO of the vehicle, almost 50% of the TCO is the fuel cost. The other 18 to 20% is the cost of the tire. So almost 70% of the TCO is where we are involved. Now you would say that, okay, we understand the cost of the tire is directly correlated to the product that we supply. But how do we play the role in the fuel consumption? So with the advancement in technology, and if you would have heard Chiranjeev talking about the low RRC tires or the energy rating that is being implemented, or what we call as the energy efficient tires. So these tires decide what would be the overall energy consumption. And we can create a difference of up to 5%. 5% is the difference that can happen by using the tires that are designed specifically for that particular application. I will come to that a little later. But another aspect that has happened, that while the ownership pattern has changed, Another phenomena that we saw is that the fleets, the large fleets, are getting larger. The whole transportation sector is getting more organized. There are fleet owners, if we take the total count, there would be at least 2,000 plus large fleets in the country. When I say large fleet, the fleet has at least 100 vehicles. Some of them can even have more than 1,000. There are a few who are having 5,000. So this entire transportation sector is getting more organized. What it also means is that the fleets, when they provide services to their end customer, they are entering into contracts. Earlier, the fleet would carry whatever load was available. It was generally called market load. They didn't know, this month I am doing this route, this load, next month I will do another route, another load. But now, it has got organized. They have got long-term contracts. They sign contracts between 3 to 5 years.